Okay, Bismillah, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aubrey, and today I'm going to make you a video tutorial on how to make games in BuildBox. And today we are making Jumping Cube. So without taking a long time in the introduction, I will start the tutorial. First, you need to have BuildBox on your laptop or on your computer, and you need to download BuildBox in Google. You can do it in Google or in any other search engine. After you have downloaded BuildBox, you will open BuildBox, and then the first UI screen is the first step is you need to make an account, or you need to sign in to your already existing account. After that, and you're done, you will be taken to this page. I already have games in here, but today I'm going to make a new game for you guys, and that is Jumping Cube. Now let's start. Look at my cursor and then follow it and click on create new game, and then click 3D game. Okay, this is the page or the UI of the game. Then you need to change the name of this game. Go to add box, project settings, and then change the full game name to Jumping Cube. Jumping Cube. Okay, and let's start. You will understand the functions of this while we are making the game. Okay, now click on the cube, change the cube is in objects, and then change the cube name to street, and then the physics, change it to kinematic, to static, and then change the size of this cube. Click on the cube on the 3D world, click it, and then go on top of here and click this icon and make it longer, so it will take a shape like a street. Okay, now we're done for making the street, and now we're going to make the character. Change it back to this icon. Now go to 3D shapes, take cube, click it and drag it to characters. Then change the name of the cube to player. Change the collision group to character, and now we will get coding. No, wait. And then drag player from here to the 3D world, then change the position using this, or you can use this. I think that I'm going to use this. For X is 0, for Y is maybe 4 or 5. Okay, 5 is enough. And let's take a look if it's alright. I think that the street needs to be wider, so click on this icon again, click on the click on the street, and then click on this icon again, and then on this red line, click it and then drag it sideways to make the street wider. Okay, now I think that's enough, this much. Now we will get to coding. Okay, now we're done for the start of the game. Now we're going to player, double click player in here. Oh yeah, I forgot. If you're wondering why I did not make this full screen because BuildBox is a new search engine. Yeah, it's a new search engine and it has many bugs in it. And if you're on a Windows, after you do things like adding code or adding new features, you need to save the game. Okay, first I'm going to save the game. So BuildBox has a high risk of it being forcefully closed. So BuildBox has a habit of it being closed suddenly. So like you're coding and then BuildBox just suddenly closed. So you need to make a habit to click Control S or Command S to save the game, so that you don't lose your progress. Okay, now let's get back to the game. And here is the UI screen or UI page for the coding. Here is the blocks for coding. And now we will start the coding. Okay, first you need to add first you can search in controls, or in here just search keyboard, or you can click here and then just drag keyboard button, three of them. Okay, that's enough. And then get jump and get move 2. Okay, all right, now first let's code jump first. Okay, code jump first. In keyboard button, click on press and then drag it to jump, connect it to jump. When pressed, the cube will jump. When space, okay, on keyboard button in here, the button is space, and keyboard button space is pressed, the cube will jump. And here for angular force, for jump force angular, make it 0, and for the liner is you maybe at -10 to the z. And I need to explain to you. X is for right and left, Y is for up and down, Z is for forward and backwards. So you don't normally see Z on 2D game engines, because Z is only for 3D game engine. Okay, now let's preview the game. Let's see the game. Wait, okay, there's no problem in the coding. Okay, it's right. Now this is the first coding, and I will show the preview again. So Y is for making the cube jump, and Z is for making the cube move forward. So in here, that's why you can see the cube moving forward is because the Z. See? Okay, I hope you guys understand. Now go back to 3D worlds and then click on player in here, and then do you see rotation factor? Rotation factor, change it all to be 0. Now let's see the preview again. Okay, so before you change the rotation factor, and I will make the rotation factor all 1 again. As you can see, if the rotation factor is 1, when you jump, the cube is messy, so the cube will go right and left or will rotate all over. So that's why you need to make it the rotation factor is 0. So the cube will stay in its position and not rotate right or left. Now let's see if the rotation factor is all 0, what will happen? The cube will not rotate randomly right or left. So that's why you need to make the rotation factor all 0. Okay, now let's go to the next coding. Change this keyboard button to be keyboard button left. Change this keyboard button to be keyboard button right. And then change this move to be move left. Then change this move to be move right. Now click on keyboard button left, and here the button, make it WASD. Oh, sorry, D and maybe change keyboard button to keyboard move. Yeah. No. Yes. Change keyboard button to keyboard move. For jump, it's okay using keyboard button, but for move right and left, change it to keyboard. Change it to keyboard move. Keyboard move right. Keyboard move left. Okay. Now in keyboard and in move left, change the Z to be 0, and then the X to be, because X when the numbers in X is not negative, it's positive, it will go right, and if the number is negative, it will go left. Now for move left, you need to change it to a negative number, so like minus 1.5. Okay, and then X, click X and then connect it to enable. Let's see the preview. Okay, maybe. Okay. It does not need. It is. Okay. There is something wrong. Maybe. You don't need. You actually. My mistake. Just use keyboard move. And then. The move left, just change it to move, and for the X it's just minus 0.5, and the game will be automatically like okay, sorry, wait, okay. Okay, I understand now. sorry, don't use keyboard move, just use keyboard button. Okay, duplicate. Okay, now have keyboard button, and make the first keyboard button D, and the second keyboard button A. And then for D, okay, maybe I'll change it to keyboard button right. Keyboard button move right. This is left, and this is move left. Okay, now we're done. And for right, change the negative number to a positive number. Change it to be 1.5, and then when pressed, enable move right, and here too, when pressed A, enabled move left. Okay, now let's see the preview. Okay, now it's done. It can move right and left, and it can move right and left, and it can jump, and it can jump. Okay, now let's go back to 3D world, and then click on the camera here, and then make it that so the position follow of the camera is player, not character but player. Okay, now go to asset library. Sorry, first make a new level section, and then copy the street in level start, and move it or paste it in level 1. Okay, you don't need to add the player to the new level section, because you only need the street here. And let's see the difference in the preview. As you can see, when the camera is following the cube, and the game is unlimited. There is no end to the game. See? Okay, so that's why you don't need cube. If you add cube here, if you add player here, there will be 2 players. So that's why it is unnecessary. Let's see if I add a player in level section 1 too. There will be 2 players, and your game will be bugging. So that's why you just need a player in the start level section, not in level section 1. You don't need a player. Now go to asset library, and then add coin, and add enemy. You can use atom point or coin, but I'm just going to use coin, and add enemy. Okay. Okay. Oops. Sorry. Okay, first add coin here. Add coin in the 3D world. Add coin in the 3D world. Maybe make it big, more big. Just change the size in here. Scale, make it 4. Make it all 4. Oh, maybe too big. Make it 2. No. Make it 1.5. Okay. Make it 1.5. All 1.5. Okay. Add the coin to the 3D world. on top of street, and then go to coin, double click it to add the coding, and here click on if collide. So if collide is like if, but it is but it's like if, but it's in BuildBox, not in Scratch or any other engine. Now if collide with coin, the character, it is mean that the player colliding with the coin, the game will add coin 1 and then we'll remove the coin. Okay, okay. Okay, now this is done. Let's see the preview. Okay, it is working. Oh yeah, I forgot to explain the code to you in coin. So if collide, if the coin is colliding with the player or character, it will first add the coin and then remove the coin, and then when the preview is clicked, the coin will automatically rotate and do a wave animation. Okay, now let's add an enemy. And maybe you should make the street go to left. So there will be a challenge in the game. Let's see. Okay. Okay, we're done. And now add another level section. Just duplicate, and then change the one to be level section 2. And instead of a coin in here, add enemy. Make it more smaller. Change the scale to be 0.5. The X is 0.5, the Y is 0.5, and the Z is 0.5. Okay, and then let's see the coding in enemy. There's no code yet, there is only rotate, and we will add the code of enemy in cube. So search for if collide, and then wait for, let me see. Is game over? Where is it? Wait, remove. Add a remove and add the, where is it? Wait, let me search for it. Defeat, disable if collide, event and defeat. Okay, add event, defeat, if collide, and remove. So first, add created or click created and connect it to if collide. So, and change the affected asset to enemy. If I'm not mistaken, the collision group is already enemy. Change it to enemy, and then if enemy collide with the cube or player, it will be removed, and then it will enable the feed, and then it will broadcast game over. Now let's see. Wait. Now let's see the preview. Okay, it is done now. As you can see, when the cube is touching the enemy, it will broadcast defeat or game over. And then for level 2, change it from being in the right, change it to being to the left. Okay. Now let's see the level section again. Okay. Now add another level section. Just duplicate it from level section 1. Command C, and then add another level section, then Command V, then change the 1 to be 3, then copy paste again for level section 2, change it to be 4. Now let's see the game preview. It will be like this. Okay, so basically the game, oh no, not yet. And then go to main map. In here, add UI screen. In here, add UI screen. Double click it. And then add event observer outside of this box, and then add default font in here, and then change the user's text to be score, and then change it to be coin, and then the amount is current. Okay, and connect UI to load, and then it's done. Let's see it again. Okay, let's try to collect the coins. Okay, it's working. Now all there is left is to add the game start and the game over screen, and then it's the same. Add a UI screen. 2. First is start UI or start menu, and the second is game over UI. Okay, let's start on start menu first. Add the default font, and no, I have a design for this, but I'm not going to use it. If we're using the design, it will look like this box, and then jumping cube. It will look like it will look like this. If we're using your own design, it will look like this. But if you're not using it, but I actually recommend you guys use your own design for the UI screen or the start UI. It will look like this, and then add navigation button, place it here, place it on top here. Okay, and then I have the design for the start button too. And Okay, maybe I will upload the design to a Google Drive, and then you guys can download it from there. Okay, now let's go back to the main map, and then cut off the line from start, connect it to start menu, and then the navigation on start menu, put it in load on 3D world. Now let's see again the preview of the game. Wait, why is it black? Okay, there's a bug. It's okay. I'm not going to use the start menu, but you guys can. The important thing is that you guys understand. Okay, this is for game over. I have the design tool for the game over, and here it is. It's practically the same, but it's just the difference is there's a score, and then for adding your best score, it's the same. Change function to score, and then points to be coins. It depends if you're using coin, then use coin. If you're using point, use point. Okay, and it is done, and you guys can add a navigation button too for a restart button. Restart. Okay, now make it. Okay, just like this. Connect it just like this. Okay, now let's see. Let's play the game. Now let's see the game over menu. Okay, it's not working. Oh, maybe you need to add an event observer. I don't think you need to add an event observer. Okay, now let's try again. Okay, it's not working. See, this is the problem with BuildBox. There is many bugs on it, so sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The important thing is that you guys understand. Okay, so that's all for today's tutorial. I hope you guys find it useful and you guys can understand how to use BuildBox. I'm grateful for you guys watching. Thank you. My name is Aubrey. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.